All right. Good morning, everyone. Right now, it's actually really cold out. We are taking Salsa to get fixed, also known as Spade. She doesn't even know, and I think that's probably for the best. I've been kind of dreading this day, but I guess it has to happen because I don't think she's going to be reproducing here. So yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to check out an antique store, antique mall up there. I haven't went there this year. I was thinking about doing like a full video one of these days at that place, just kind of diversify the content. But just fired up the Jeep. It's pretty cold out there. Let's check what the temperature is. This might set off your Google Home if you have Google Home. Okay, Google, what is the temperature in Stockertown, Pennsylvania?
The current temperature in Stockertown is 3 degrees.
All right, it's 3 degrees. Let's go start the day and yeah, let's go start the day. What do you say, Salsa? All right, almost there. You got a nice old stone barn on that side, and you got this stone thing right here. But we're almost there. Time to drop her off. I actually just realized that the antique store, antique mall, is actually open at 10 o'clock. It's not even 8 o'clock, so we're not going to be able to do that, but we'll figure out something else. We'll figure out something else to do today and make it into a video, because we got a lot of things that have to get done. It has not warmed up much. It's 4 degrees right now, but we're almost there. Now she's excited. Don't know why you'd be excited for this, but this dog loves this place. I think it's because she gets to meet new people and see new faces. She's very sociable dog. What are you cowering for? Oh my goodness, look at all the hair you got on my car. All right, that's in there. Can you make this step, or do I have to... Can you make this step? I know you could. Come on. Come on. All right, guess not. Guess I gotta carry you out. Stop shaking. Come on. Sure got big. All right, come on. This is so beyond stressful. I know, Salsa. Alrighty. Wow, frigid out there, ain't it? Must be a Jeep party out here. Everyone's got Jeeps. Funny thing is, this guy got the same exact grill as I got. That is wild. I see that grill probably once every 3 months, so it's weird whenever I see one. But yeah, dropped off Salsa. My whole body is full of fur and hair and all this fun stuff. This place is packed now. Well, I was the second vehicle here. Alrighty. Well, don't think it's getting warmer, but let's start with the day. Let's go see what kind of shenanigans we can get into today. Alright. So cruising through town right now. Looks like they haven't picked up garbage here. This is actually where I did garbage picking yesterday. So if there's anything out, we got a random red bag. If there's anything out, I guess we'll grab it. I think I pulled something out of that dumpster yesterday, or that trash can. It's a random side table kind of thing. Christmas tree on the left. I feel like we'll see those for another month at least. Alright, up here on the left is where I found that treadmill yesterday. They threw away a lot. That shovel's still out there, the broken shovel. Nope. Cardboard, nope. up here on the right, I did see a pipe. And I didn't know, I don't even see it anymore. I didn't know if it was like a wooden pipe or if it was copper. Oh, it's still there. No, it's not even a pipe. It's a wooden, like a broomstick. Oh well. Good thing I didn't like stop by off there again and check what it was. I'm really shocked that I haven't seen one thing of like usable garbage out here. There's not even like, there's just nothing. Very shocked. We have found something. We found a microwave. So I had to repair my sump pump. I actually had to replace it. I bought a random, like a small pump with a hose that I realized it doesn't even have enough gallons per hour that pushes out, so it's kind of pointless. But I bought that, never took it out. Got a spare sump pump, also never took that out. Walking over ice, make sure I don't get hit by anyone. It's so cold. My windows are frozen shut. I'm really surprised we found anything out here. But at least that won't be going to the landfill. And I think the garbage men probably, I mean, they're a couple hours late, so unless they're picking up tomorrow, I guess that was a late save, as they would call it. All right, so inside, going to kind of finish up the errands for today. It's about 12:45. Doing laundry, but I'm also doing listings. So I just kind of throw all my clothes that I'm doing listings onto that couch. So there's always a clutter over there. It's the couch also Salsa is not allowed on because her hair is on like everything. If you guys check the floor, you can see. I vacuum this floor twice a week and it ends up like this. I didn't think golden retrievers really shed, but they do. So people have asked me, well, first off, work on uploading a video right now. That's almost done. It'll be released probably in 10-15 minutes. But people have asked me, where do I find these storage auctions? You can find them online. You can find them in your local paper. Generally, local paper, you'll have a lot less competition, but once again, you might go to a facility where it'll have one locker for sale. You can do it online at certain facilities. They have online auctions. I think it's really sketchy, but here we have one local. It ends in 3 days. It was actually just posted about 3 hours ago. $110 it's up to. It was actually, when I checked it, probably 45 minutes ago, it was at $10. So it's at $110. I do strongly believe that they are kind of staged. So you can see like that box is torn open. These other ones have duct tape on them. That one you see a shoe box. So you're like, oh, maybe there's shoes in there. So I do strongly believe they're staged in their way. You can also see like boxes, if they're crushed or beat up like that, they're probably mishandled in some way. And it could have been the previous owner, but something about it just doesn't seem right to me. Same with like this crate. Why would you have it on an angle? Why wouldn't you just put it flat up there? I don't know. I have my doubts. This one also has a Pez collection, which is perfectly displayed. So this is one way you could do it. There are a couple other auctions in the area. We have this one. This one ends in 6 days, 22 hours. It's at $1,200. It's got a steel chainsaw, snap-on tool case, 5 horsepower, 60-gallon Craftsman compressor, books, air conditioner, all that fun stuff. As you see, it is loaded with tools. It's kind of weird to like hold a camera and look at the computer, but that's what it looks like. I think it's about where it's at in terms of its value. I mean, if you have someone who can buy that compressor for $50 or $100, you're all right. I've seen it at auctions go for around $25. So $50 might be the flea market value on it. Some of these things really expensive new. Like I think that thing is probably like $400. A couple other things in here as well. I think at $1,200, you also have to pay sales tax. So here it's 6%. So I don't know what the sales tax on $1,200 would be. So I'll ask Google. Okay, Google, what's 6% on $1,200?
The answer is $72.
$72. I don't know if that's really right. So you have another $72 you have to pay on top of that, plus a clean out deposit, and you have to clean out within 48 hours. So there's a lot of things that kind of go against you in this kind of stuff. But if you guys want to get into storage lockers for whatever reason, check out StorageTreasures.com. I know I'm probably increasing competition by saying this, but I know a lot of people have asked me about it. So StorageTreasures.com, you can check out local auctions, local to you, that are online storage auctions. I strongly think that they're staged, and I also believe they are kind of inflated in their price. It's a lot easier to sit at a computer and look at, you know, what's in the locker and think, all right, well, I can get $40 for that, I can get $50 for that, rather than, you know, actually doing it live and only having 3 to 5 minutes to actually think about, you know, what this locker is really worth and what you actually see. So a little bit overinflated on their price. But if you guys want to check out local auctions, check it out. StorageTreasures.com, put in your zip code, and it's like 25 miles, 30 miles, and you can see whatever's by you. I'm going to head up to the warehouse quickly. I got to drop off some things, and that should probably be it. Alrighty. So, made it up here. It's pretty, I don't know if you can see my breath. It's cold up here. I would say it's probably about 20 degrees in here, 15, 20. Outside, right now it's 8. It's warmed up to 8 degrees. We had this Halloween figure. My neighbor threw that out. And I grabbed that. I looked up online, it's like 15, 20 bucks. So I might just flea market. It's always nice to not have to. So one thing I'm trying to get away from is shipping hard goods for under $20. It's just, I mean, it's one thing like to ship like a small Lego set or something like that, but, you know, something like this, it's going to be a little bit bigger of a box. You're going to have a handling expense, you're going to have fees, all that stuff. So if it's kind of a pain, and given how much eBay has now in fees, you don't really do that. I know my parents, they used to sell on eBay a lot, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, and probably in the early 2000s, they stopped selling stuff for under 20 bucks. That was before fees were crazy, and that was before shipping, you know, got crazy. If you look at the shipping cost over the last 10, 15 years, it's grown a lot, percentage-wise and dollar-wise, as opposed to previous to that. So, you know, when they stopped doing that, and I kept doing it, it's kind of like, you know, you figure it out. There used to be a time where people used to ship stuff for like $4 shipped, free shipping, and it used to be worth it. I don't think I'd ever sell something for under $10 with free shipping. I just think that the cost and fees are too much to really offset the time put into it. You know, especially if you can take it to the flea market, you know, and sell it in the same way. So I am up here. I finally cleaned out all this garbage that was here. There's a bunch of garbage here I got in the storage locker. Big problem with storage lockers, you end up with a lot of garbage. Did actually learn a lot about storage lockers recently. A lot of times when you find lockers with garbage in it, it's because a tenant decides not to pay their rent or whatever, and their landlord comes in and they have to hold their stuff for 30 days. So they'll open up a locker. I don't know if this is a national law or a state law that they have to hold their stuff for 30 days, but they'll just literally take everything that they left in that place, if they kick them out, and just throw it in a storage locker. So that's why, you know, you end up with like half bottle of Clorox, random water bottle, stuff like that, because they just literally take everything and just throw it in there. So if you guys are curious, like why some lockers are not paid for, some lockers are, you know, filled with junk essentially, or half open bottles, that's kind of why. But yeah, so sometimes there's a lot of garbage in storage lockers. I just cleaned out the rest of all this garbage. That locker was probably like from 3 or 4 weeks ago. I still have to organize all this stuff and put it in box slots for the flea market. I think I took apart like 1 or 2 items to put online. But I am making space because I do want to hit up another storage locker probably here within the next 2 or 3 days. And if I get a locker, you know, I have space to put it. Eventually, if it's warmer out, I can kind of consolidate stuff here, you know, kind of figure something out, make a better plan. These bins, a lot of people say get bins and shelves. 2 things that I seem to absolutely hate right now. Shelves, the problem with shelving units are they're really expensive. Or if people are talking about those shelving units, there's no space to really put anything on it. But if you guys are talking about like the shelving units that you get at Home Depot, not Home Depot, but they have at Home Depot or Lowe's that holds all the wood, that stuff is really expensive, and it'll probably take me 2 years of profits of selling at the flea market to pay them all off. So it's just not really worth it to me. But if you guys were suggesting these, which I think a lot of people were, is they're just, the problem with this is like you can throw this on here, like instead of the skateboard, but then you can't put another item. Like you can't put 2 of these stacked up because they're too wide, they're too this, they're too that. So there's no really like good situation for that. I do have to figure it out. And the problem with bins is like, you know, so I have that bench, they can't fit in bins. So there's a lot of items that are just like awkwardly shaped. I do like having bins, so when I do a clean out, I can throw all scrap stuff in one bin, all flea market stuff in another, and then just haul it back. That way it's more organized, but to store all these boxes and bins, I just don't think would happen, just because everything's so oddly shaped. But that's pretty much that. I know it's been kind of a daily video, catching up on stuff. Try to come out with one vlog a week of catching up on items and stuff. So hopefully I'll hit up a storage locker here in a couple days and grab one. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for staying tuned. And catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.